Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Bryndis and let's talk about my June TBR. I'm very excited about June and all the books that I want to read in June, and I have about, I think, 4 books that I've already decided, but then I'm also gonna use my TBR jars and have them help me choose what to read. But I'm gonna start with the books that I've already decided on that I want to read, and 2 of them are a part of a project that I'm like almost a year long project, at least this one. This is Halldór Laxness. It's called Gerpla. This is the name, Gerpla. And this is it's based on one of the Icelandic sagas. I don't really know anything about this book other than that. So I don't know if it takes place in the what we call the settlement era, like in the 10th century, 9th and 10th century, or if it takes place in like the 20th century, but it's like the writing style and the modeling is of the sagas. I'm not 100% sure, but anyway, it was written in the 50s by Halldór Laxness, who is the Icelandic Nobel laureate. And yeah, I'm reading 1 book a month by Halldór Laxness, and so this is gonna be my June pick, and we'll see. I have to admit that I'm getting a little bit tired of him. This is book number 7, and yeah, but I'm still gonna try my best to keep at it and read the 12 books in the year. But anyway, Gerpla is my June pick. And the other project that I have going on is reading all of the novels by the Bronte sisters. And so this month I'm coming into, this is the next in line, Anne Bronte's The Tenant at Wildfell Hall, yeah. This is a little bit of a chunky book, but not as big as some of Charlotte Bronte's. But I really look forward to reading this book. I've heard so many good reviews, and I think that this may be one of the best books of all of the 7 books by the 3 sisters. Yeah, so I look forward to reading that. This is the 6th book of the 7 by the 3 sisters, so I'm almost done with that project. But this one I really look forward to, and this one will probably mostly be an audiobook. But you know, I hybrid. I kind of like to hybrid. If I have a physical copy and audiobook, I generally hybrid them. But yeah, so I really look forward to that. And then I have 2 other books that I've chosen as a part of a either like my own personal project or a book club. And one of them is Piranesi by Susanna Clarke. I've been wanting to read this ever since I got it. I think I bought it in like February or something. And yeah, February. And I'm reading this as a part of the book club by Ellen at Ellen Made Book Club. I will link her channel below, but I'm sure you are all also watching her channel. But she has a book club basically that everybody can join who watches her channel, and this was one of the picks for June, and so I'm gonna jump on that and read that, and that's gonna be my physical copy. And also I'm very happy because one of my goals now for the next several months is to read my to be read physical books, and so this is one of those, and I will talk about that later as well. So I really look forward to reading this. I know that this one obviously won the Women's Prize for Fiction and it's gotten so many good reviews, and I look forward to that. And then the fourth book that I've already decided that I want to read is The Shining by Stephen King. I am an extreme scaredy cat, and I really hope that I will be able to read this book. I make no promises. So I tried to read this book in 2022. I read as far as chapter 1. I think I finished chapter 1 and I may have started chapter 2 when I just no, this is too scary. I watched the movie when I was a teenager and it traumatized me. So I don't. But we'll I'm gonna give it the old try. So yeah, we'll see. So now what I want to do is I want to choose books from my TBR jars. So the way I do it is I have several little jars that have genres in them. So this is fantasy and sci-fi. This is literary fiction. I have historical fiction. I have non-fiction. I have crime. So this is actually thrillers and mysteries, and I may eventually put them into separate categories because I may not necessarily be in a mood for a thriller, but I may be in a mood for a mystery or vice versa. But at the moment it's still just in one. And then I have classics, and these are all my unread physical class books that I own on my bookshelves. Because a lot of these TBR, the books in my TBRs, except for my classics and this jar, which is my general fiction, apart from classics and fantasy and sci-fi. Everything else is basically audiobooks that I have on my TBR shelf in my audiobook app. My audiobook app is called Storytel. I actually think it may be an Icelandic company, so it may not be available anywhere else. But I buy the premium subscription, which is unlimited. So I technically can watch or listen to audiobooks 24/7 if I want to. And I almost do sometimes. I'm a huge audiobook consumer or enjoyer, so it makes sense for me to have that. But I have well over 100 books on my TBR shelf there. So I'm gonna choose a few of them, but I'm gonna start. I want to read another classic. I only have one, which is Anne Bronte's The Tenant at Wildfell Hall. So I want another classics. And so this is my TBR, my classics TBR. And there are I have 29 books in here. 28, I think, actually, if I minus Anne Bronte's book. And I want to read one more this month. I think I'm gonna put 10 books on my TBR because is generally how much I read. Obviously, give or take, depending on the month. June is a relatively quiet month for me, so I think I'm gonna start with one more classics. Oh my goodness! I will also say that most of these that I actually own as physical copies, I also have as audiobooks. So this will be like a hybrid thingy, but okay. Let's start with the classics. Okay, I have to close my eyes. Okay, I think this is one. Oh, The Age of Innocent by Edith Wharton. Okay, that is very exciting. I think that one is let me just go check it out. Oh, I like that. Yes. Cool. The Age of Innocence. Yeah. So this takes place, I think in the 1920s? Or anyway, I will figure that out. But I really look forward to, I think hasn't there been a movie? I feel like there's a movie. And this is going to be interesting because was she American? At least this takes place in New York for sure. I think Edith Wharton was American. So that's different for sure. Haven't read a lot of American classics. I mean, I've read a few for sure, but not that many. So here we have my second classic for the month. The next jar that I didn't have more of these, so I had to improvise. This is my physical TBR, general fiction. So this can be, there's some Irish fiction in there, there's some historical fiction, translated fiction, and things that I have on my physical shelf. And I don't think I have audiobooks for any of these. So I will have to read the physical copy, which is fine because I think I only have 2 books already here that are physical copies. So, okay, I think actually gonna see what happens. I might actually take 2 from this jar, but let me see what it gives me. Okay. Conversation with Friends by Sally Rooney. Emma, there's no food in there. This is just TBR. Yeah, I'm sorry. She thought there was food in there. Okay, Conversation with Friends. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, it's one of my one of the books I bought when I was in Ireland. So this one I know that has a lot of good reviews, I think, and it takes place in Dublin. A couple of friends who are living together, and yeah, I'm excited. Okay, so let me check. I have Halldór Laxness, and then I have 2 classics. I think this is literary fiction, magical thingy something. So, and this is definitely, I think, also literary fiction. So I think probably have enough with that. And then I have horror. So, should I take a chance on more literary fiction, or am I just gonna drive myself insane? I'm also reading a biography, but that one is like months and months, a book that's gonna take me months and months to read. So how many, I have 1, 2, 3 physical books plus the biography. No, I'm good. Okay. One more for this one. Okay. Oh, please be something fun. I think all of them are fun for sure. So, okay. The Queen of Dirt Island. Oh, that's interesting. I think that's a thriller, actually. It's also Irish. And this is by Donald Ryan, The Queen of Dirt Island. I didn't know anything about this book. This was a recommendation by the woman at the bookstore. Yeah, no, I don't think it's a thriller. I think it's more of a literary fiction. Can't see it properly. Okay, so generous mosaic of a novel about the staying power of love and pride and history and family. Okay. Okay. So I think I need to now pick a thriller or like a crime book. I must have in the zoomies. I actually remembered one book that I want to read as well this month. because I really want to get into reading Brandon Sanderson. And after Googling like what you should start when you're reading Brandon Sanderson, they say that I should start with the Mistborn series, I think it's called, or the trilogy. So I'm gonna start with this one. So I'm adding this to my TBR. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So number 8 on my TBR is gonna be the first book in the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. So that's gonna be my fantasy pick for June. So what do I want to read more? I don't think I'm gonna pick a nonfiction because I have the biography, and in July I'm also planning on reading a couple of nonfiction. I don't think I want any more literary fiction, so I'm thinking that maybe one historical fiction and one crime type of a book. So let's start with historical fiction. So these are audiobooks. Oh my goodness, okay, there it is. Eliza Rose by Lucy Worsley. Oh, that's very exciting. So Eliza Rose is historical. It sounds a little bit like a historical romance, possibly. It's about Eliza Rose, who is joined the court of Henry VIII in Tudor England. So super interesting. I really love that period of history. So we'll see. Hopefully it will be good. But definitely, I mean, Lucy Worsley, I think she's a historian, and she's written some biographies that I've read, and I'm planning on reading her biography of Jane Austen in July. So hopefully I will enjoy that book. And now for my crime TBR jar. Very exciting. So like I said, these are thrillers as well as mysteries. Okay. I'm really hoping that it's gonna be something really fun. Oh, Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. I've been really wanting to read more Alice Feeney. I read Sometimes I Lie last year, and I really loved it. It was such a good thriller. So Rock, Paper, Scissors, I think also has gotten some really good reviews. So I really look forward to that. So I'm only counting 9 books. So I have 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of these 2 audiobooks. So I need one more, but I also remembered that Classics and Company is reading the Pillow Book, and I think I'm gonna join with that. So that's book number 10, and I'm also unofficially rereading Hercule Poirot by Agatha Christie, all of his books. Those are like 22 books and several short stories. So. But I'm not gonna put them necessarily on my TBR because I'm just kind of reading them or listening to the audiobooks kind of as I want to, like as my mood hits me, basically. And so I think that's enough. I have 10 books here plus the Agatha Christie reread. So that's I'm quite happy with. This is quite the stack. But like I said, some of these are also like audiobooks. So I think that's gonna be a lovely things to read for June. Next week you will see my May wrap up, and you can see how I did with my May TBR. And I think for the most part, I think these are like TBRs. This is not necessarily a pile of possibilities. I really want to read all of these books. So I think I'm gonna try to do that. But again, I'm not stressed if my TBR, if I don't finish it, it's fine. This is just fine and fun and, something I do as a hobby, not like serious stuff. So, if, I want to read all of these books, but if I don't get to it because of whatever reason, that's fine. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and love to have a chat in the comments about what you are going to be reading in June. And thank you for watching. See you in my next one. Bye.